The Western spirit lives on in the legacy of those that came before, passed down from generation to generation to keep Dr. Henry Hardin Cherry's dream alive. The Western ideals are a living compact that connect our rich past and bright future.
I'm Caleb Williams. I came to Western in 2001. Like you, I've come to see the Hill as more than just the geographical signature of Western.
It is an outlook, a perspective, a unique view that defines the Western spirit, the higher ground from which one can see the world more clearly, a view that enables us to transform our world by making a difference.
The Investing in the Spirit Capital campaign has been an important part of the transformation of Western Kentucky University. Mostly it's about changing attitude, changing a culture, and learning that the private sector is as important to Western as the public sector has historically been.
If we wanted to attain greatness, it was up to us to get the capital and the people and the facilities to accomplish our goals.
The campaign focused on the people, places, and programs that exemplify the Western spirit.
I thought that if we could raise $10 million a year or $50 million over the 5-year campaign, it would be unqualified success.
Thousands of individuals made the commitment. Each gift a legacy, a mark on our world. In return for the generosity, each donor has made a lasting impact on the life of this university and people, like me, who will one day be alumni of Western.
The campaign is a down payment on being able to attract quality faculty and retain them, and being able to attract quality students and retain them.
We now celebrate our victory. Because of you, the values and meaning bound up in what Dr. Cherry started in 1906 ring true today.
Come along as we peek behind the scenes at a small sample of the generosity that defines the Western spirit.
So if somebody says, well, this is...
Mary Nixon, a 1977 accounting graduate, worked for Dr. Jack Hall in the accounting department. Like many students, Mary had to work to stay in school, and Dr. Hall encouraged her.
One of the things he encouraged any of us that were getting accounting degrees to do was to really get an area of concentration in accounting as opposed to an accounting major.
As Vice President of Accounting Services for the world's largest restaurant company, Mary applies the lessons learned at Western every day.
When you make an investment like that it will encourage other people to make similar investments, so it starts to build an annuity.
Mary Nixon reflects the expectations of Western graduates. And since her investment matches state funds, Western is able to double the value of her gift. A commitment to a national prominent business education led Gordon and Glenda Ford to make the campaign's single largest gift. The moment marked the third largest individual gift given to a Kentucky university.
Education is the hope of the world, and that's the only thing that's going to make us better.
Through the Gordon Ford Dean's Fund for Excellence and the Maddie Newman Ford Professorship, named to honor his mother, business students and faculty pursue high academic achievement and live the values of the Western spirit.
We are so happy to do it and to be a part of it.
Other gifts support economic development by educating the next generation of scientists, researchers, and engineers. With the backing of higher education leaders, Western launched a new undergraduate program in engineering that directly impacts the future of Kentucky. This could not have been done without generous support from Jim Scott of Bowling Green and Bud Lane from Glasgow.
If you can build a strong engineering culture in Western, your community will live on for decades off this investment.
James Bud Lane built Spantech in Glasgow and identified a unique resource in nearby Bowling Green, graduates of Western Kentucky University's Engineering Technology program.
What this is about the correlation between the creation of products and the economics of your culture. And there's a strong correlation between what you can develop in engineering and how your community is going to live.
Bud Lane helped Western turn out even better graduates by a series of gifts that culminated in the James L. Bud Lane Professor of Mechanical Engineering. With matching funds, the $1 million gift provides a bridge to industry and works to develop student projects.
And the focus of that professorship was to help students be involved in the practice of engineering while they were still in school.
When mechanical engineers graduate, they not only have a degree in mechanical engineering, they have a degree in problem solving.
The Lane Professorship is the only way that the Department of Engineering can support the activities of the mechanical engineering faculty and their efforts to build a project-based learning environment.
Jim Scott's successful construction company was built with people who graduated from the Hill.
The more good engineers that we have, I think it upgrades our company.
With matching funds, the $2 million gift established the Scott Center for Construction and Engineering, which includes the James D. Scott Endowed Chair in Engineering.
We incorporate the use of students in all the work. I oversee most of the work, but the students actually do the work themselves.
I guess it makes you feel so good for those kids to come up and say, we really appreciate you for what you've done for Western. I guess that's the best reward that I can get when that kid walks up and tells me that. That means a lot to me.
Private gifts support cultural enhancement activities that the entire community shares. Bowling Green businessman Jerry Baker endowed the Jerry E. Baker Professor of Music, which supports the Western Bowling Green Symphony Orchestra. Student athletes showcase the university in all parts of the nation. Private support gives the Hilltoppers and Lady Toppers the resources they need to compete inside and outside the classroom. Because of your generosity, we all enjoy the resources of Western year-round and in many ways. Since its founding in 1906, people associated with Western have served our nation in times of need. These people are honored by a gift from Lowell and Carolyn Guthrie of Bowling Green. The landmark is named for Sergeant First Class Robert Guthrie, brother of Lowell Guthrie, who died in the Korean War. The Guthrie Bell Tower honors all those associated with Western who lost their lives in service to our country.
There may be a student go through that 100 times and pass under the bell tower, but there might be that one time they stop and they read this quote, or they look at the faces on the bell tower, or hear the bells ring and they think, you know, there are people who've done something, so I have the opportunity to do this.
The tower further defines Western, serving as a visible reminder of the Hill and all it represents.
And I think that's just a way that our family has been able to serve this area, to serve this university. And that's why it's been so much pleasure in giving, is because you realize it's a service.
Mary Hutto lived a quiet life. Born in Bowling Green in 1905, Mary grew up with Western and graduated with a teaching degree in 1927. After teaching for 30 years in Florida, Mary returned to Bowling Green to help her mother run the Peel House, a boarding house for Western students.
Anyone who would agree to run a house, a boarding house for college-age boys, probably deserves a special place, you know, in heaven. She ran a very tight ship. She's a very nice lady, very quiet. And I always found that out the hard way, because I'd be doing something I probably shouldn't do, and I'd turn around there, she'd be standing, and I wouldn't hear her come up or anything.
Peel House was a safe and secure home away from home.
You saw her daily. I mean, every time you entered or left the building, practically, you saw Mrs. Hutto somewhere, either out in the yard or on the front porch or in the back or what have you. So you always had the feeling that she was around, that she was looking after things, and that she was taking care of stuff.
The endowment from Mary's $3.5 million gift provides annual scholarships for students in many areas of study.
My mom's a single parent and has 2 kids in college, so therefore receiving that Hutto scholarship lifted some of the financial burden off of her.
And my Hutto scholarship has made it possible for me to do the things in college that I wanted to do.
Mary Hutto's love for education and love for Western led her to create this legacy so that young people would achieve a higher education. We who follow in her footsteps will forever benefit from her gift.
College is much more than classrooms and books. It is a critical time to learn how to make a difference in the world. Western promotes this approach by providing access to the best campus facilities.
Intramural sports are open to everyone, no matter the skill level. Raymond and Hattie Preston have always supported these healthy games as a way to improve the Western experience.
As far as intramural sports, I, like perhaps a lot of you, was never endowed with any great natural athletic ability. The big guys always got to play in the gym and whatever, had the preferred facilities. So we have a deep interest in intramural sports where the rest of us can play and enjoy.
The 20-acre Hattie L. Preston Intramural Sports Complex elevates the intramural program to a new level. Students play on state-of-the-art fields with lighting, scoreboards, and a 2-story center.
And none of this is even possible without the facilities that we have that were provided by the Preston family, by Mr. and Mrs. Preston. I don't know if they do realize what an impact that they do have.
Western has changed dramatically since the start of this campaign. We now boast a multi-million-dollar engineering and science complex. Renovated residence halls greet incoming students. The International Center welcomes students from around the world. Diddle Arena and the new Mass Media and Technology Hall put Western in the national spotlight for innovation. Truly, the campus has been transformed. We now have internet cafes, digital television, and online courses. We compete for national championships in our athletic programs. Together we aspire to be the best comprehensive public institution in Kentucky and among the best in the nation. But for all our external improvements, Western Kentucky University is still about people committed to academic quality who are making a difference.
To the individuals, the corporations, and the foundations who support this campaign, we want to say how grateful we are and thank you. You've made a difference.
As we celebrate, I extend an enthusiastic thank you to each and every one of you. We have helped transform a university of regional importance to a university of national prominence. The Western spirit has indeed been renewed. New chairs, professorships, scholarships, buildings. This university has been forever changed. We are grateful. Thank you.
To each of you who have invested in the spirit, we the students say thank you. Your legacy has been passed on to us, and we promise to live up to your expectations. For as Dr. Cherry taught, the spirit makes the master, and you have made the Western spirit live on.